Alright, so the job today is this storm came through. Looks like it took out a branch of one of this old tree right here. I did this service a while back, and obviously now it's in the guy's front lawn, so that's what we're going to be cleaning up today. I imagine this stuff might even still be live. I don't know. It could very well be still live, but this is what I'm looking at right now. There's a service head, it just goes up. Just want to see the good news is that hub doesn't need to be replaced. So we're going to disconnect it, we'll pull the meter, we'll reuse these conductors, and we'll just cut out this old male adapter from in there and put it back in place. Definitely not the worst thing I've ever seen. Saturday morning here. I was supposed to be doing a service today in Berkeley Heights, but the power company just wouldn't cooperate. So here I am, Saturday morning. I got this call last night. Let's get to work. I don't like working on Saturdays anymore in the summertime from Memorial Day to Labor Day, simply because I've been working on Saturdays for all my life. Since the time I was 9 or 10 years old and borrowing my parents' lawnmower to mow some lawns in the neighborhood to make a little extra money in my pocket, I figure by the time I'm in my mid-50s here, I should be able to take Saturdays off in the summertime to enjoy life. This was a different situation because it was an emergency. This family didn't have electrical power because of the utility company and the tree falling on their service drop. So I was able to come back within 24 hours of this happening and restore power so PSEG could reconnect their overhead service drop. I think I'm going to use that perker book's going to be a pain in my ass, huh? This is the M18 oscillating tool, or a multi-tool that we're going to use here to cut out the broken male adapter at the hub that sits atop the overhead service meter. Just using a regular wooden blade probably here, or maybe a metal blade, and we're just going to cut that away so we can put the new male adapter in its place. There you go. Alright, that's it. There's definitely one thing that the utilities company's going to look for when they reattach their drop is this hook. So you either find the one that's on the lawn like I just did, or you make sure you come with one. Otherwise, they're not going to suspend it. That's on the licensed electrician, the private electrician, to to put this hook in. The service hook is required for the overhead service drop. And I've already heard back from my customer that PSE&G was out there and they ran the new drop and he's back up and energized, so that's good news. Getting this hook in there good is important. The previous spot where I had it went through this vinyl siding and into the asbestos siding that was behind it. And I guess it wasn't really a good grip because it pulled out and I found it on the front lawn. So to get a better grip, I'm going through the fascia here, and that's a 2x8 that's behind that trim. And so now it's into structure and it's definitely not going anywhere. And I don't even think it'll be pulled off next time. The next part of this repair here is to get this PVC back in place. And it didn't lose any, it just broke that male adapter down by the hub. So we put this right back in place. The only thing I did different here this time was I used these lag screws, which I've really grown to be a fan of in recent years. Here I'm just cutting off the butt splices that I put up 8 years ago so I can get these conductors through the conduit without any problem. Okay, so once the conductors are in place, and by being in place, we want to make sure that we terminate them in the meter first so that we can push them up and get them into position in those lugs. It makes things a lot easier if you do that before you put this cap on the weatherhead. All right, this cap just snaps on here with the PVC. There's no glue, doesn't require the glue. And the other thing we want to do is we want to dress up our conductors just a little bit. And I always like to put the neutral in the middle, the two hots on the outside. And then, of course, as you see me here, forming the drip loop. Hopefully PSE and G connects, and it makes sense with the drip loop, because that's pretty important, and a National Electrical requirement as well. So this is the end right here. This job took about 90 minutes to do. It took longer to drive there this morning and to drive back on the southbound side of the parkway on a Saturday at 11 a.m. than it did to do this whole job. But once the job is done, we got to wait for PSE&G, and I assume that they had to replace the transformer because most of this neighborhood was out, and it looked like a lot of these houses were connected to that one transformer. Do me a favor, you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're so inclined to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Classic Electric is a licensed and insured electrical contractor in the state of New Jersey. I have a catalog of over 200 videos on the channel that I think you'll enjoy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.